students, next we will discuss that how the plant breeding method it is responsible for increasing the yield of the crop. Okay, so we will discuss some examples and what is the need for the plant breeding programs in these days, because in these days, because of the increasing population, what happened that there is a need for the food production. And if suppose we will talk about the traditional method or the conventional plant breeding method, so they are not able to fulfill the need for the food production as the population it is increasing day by day. So that's why plant breeding programs that are required. Now next is that because of the plant breeding programs, the ratio means, if suppose we will see this data that from 1960 to 2000, suddenly the wheat production it increased from 11 million tons to 75 million tons. And if we will talk about the rice production, so it also increased from 35 million tons to 89.5 million tons. So how these means crop yield, or how you can say the crop yield it increased suddenly, it is because of the production of the semi-dwarf varieties of wheat and rice. Okay, semi-dwarf varieties of wheat and rice. So Nobel laureate Norman E. Borlaug, he developed the semi-dwarf varieties of wheat in the International Center of Wheat and Maize Improvement, which is in Mexico. Okay, so at there means in Mexico, Nobel laureate Norman E. Borlaug, he developed these semi-dwarf varieties, wheat varieties, and the common means the famous, the popular varieties that are the Sonalika and Kalyan Sona. And this Sonalika and Kalyan Sona, these varieties means when you will sow these in the field, then it yield more yield also, means it will produce the more quantity, and even they are disease resistant also. They show the disease resistant property also. Now later on after that, means some rice varieties, some semi-dwarf rice varieties that are also derived from the IR8. Now what is the IR8 and the Taichung native 1 here? These are the varieties of the crops, means these are the rice varieties. These are the rice varieties, and from these varieties the semi-dwarf varieties that were developed. And these days, if we will talk about these days, then later on some more developed semi-dwarf rice varieties that were developed, and that are Jaya and Ratna. So this is very important, means Jaya and Ratna and Sonalika and Kalyan Sona. So these names of the semi-dwarf varieties that are very important, and it may come in the board questions also. So students, next we will discuss about the sugarcane, that how the plant breeding method that it helps in producing the high yield of the sugarcane variety. As earlier we discussed about the wheat and the rice varieties, so now we will discuss about the sugarcane variety. So the variety which is normally grown in North India, that is named as Securum barberi. Securum barberi, it is produced in North India, means it can be grown in North India. But what are the disadvantages or what are the limitations in this crop? That it produces low yield and thin stems, poor sugar content. But it is easily grown in North India. And one more species is there which grown in South India only, as it grows only in the North India. And one more species is there, that is Saccharum officinarum. Now this variety of the sugar cane, see we are talking about the sugar cane variety. So this variety of the sugar cane, it is not able to grow in the North India. But what are the advantages of this variety? That it produces more yield. It produces more yield, good sugar content that is present, good sugar content that is present, and one more thing, that is having the thick stems. So if cross hybridization that will be performed as by the plant breeding program, if suppose by the plant breeding program the progeny plant that is produced by the cross hybridization, by the cross breeding, then the plant means the sugarcane progeny plant which is produced, okay. Now this variety of the sugarcane, it can be easily grown. They are grown in North India also. And having the good sugar content, good sugar content. Now next is that thick stems, and one more thing is that more yield. Okay, means having the desired characteristics of both the parents, as we discussed in the plant breeding program, that what is the need for that the progeny plant, it should contain the desired qualities, desired characters of both the plants. So here this sugarcane variety, it contains all these qualities also, and it can be grown in the North India also. So now next we will discuss about the millets. That how the plant breeding method it developed the varieties of the millets. Now what are the crops which come under the millets, like the jowar, bajra, okay, so they will come under the millets. And the hybrids which are produced like the jowar, bajra, so the hybrid varieties that are produced, these varieties they produce the more yield, as well as these varieties which are produced that are showing the property of the water resistance, means water stress resistant variety also.